This first video is something that we would consider old-fashioned or traditional hands-on learning. I came across these kids on the playground during outside play, and the pre-K teacher had brought out sidewalk chalk. As happens a lot in our school, we have cross-age playing going on. In this video, you'll see 3- and 4-year-old pre-K students and 5-year-old kindergarten, and goes all the way up to the last little portion of this video. You'll see a couple 3rd grade girls also interacting with the sidewalk chalk. What's interesting, if you look at the little boy there, he's drawing his own little picture, and later on in the video, he is explaining to his teacher that he drew a cave with a man in the cave, and then inside of his cave is lots and lots of money. I guess that's what all of his little circles are. But you know, the interesting thing is that in this type of learning environment, the students are free to explore and do for themselves, and then explain, and then we come alongside and kind of get them to tell us about what they're doing and maybe add a little bit, and just to enhance their learning a little bit. So I hope you enjoy. This student is a new student. He's from Korea, and he's just learning to understand English, and as you can see, he was trying to write his name Yoon, Y-O-O-N, and I was pointing to show him, when I asked him, is this your name? Is this how you write your name? Like I said, he's just learning English, and he's from Korea. These 2 girls are the 3rd grade girls. One of them, Kokona, is from Japan, and the other little girl, Kathy, is from China. And at one point it looked like one of them was practicing cursive writing.
Maya, why are you sitting over there? Why don't you come play with everybody? Oh, is that it? Hi. What is that? What is that? What is this? Do you know? Is that his eyes? Yeah? Can you show me his mouth? Where's his mouth? Oh, so good. Very good.
And this last little segment shows these 2 little girls sharing their chalk and talking about the different colors, which really leads to what we believe to be more a meaningful learning experience. This next video would also be considered the more traditional hands-on learning. This little pre-K girl from Australia, she's 3, I believe. She had a group of toys on the table and started showing them to me and explaining different things to me. And what's interesting, the little girl she's holding right there, she tells me that it's green, and she starts talking to me about different kinds of things. But later on in the video, you will hear her, when I'm asking her some questions, she'll go back and forth between English and Chinese, because we also learn the home language. So when you hear her say Hong Serta, she's saying yellow in Chinese, and at one point she counts in English and then starts counting in Chinese as well. Like in the last video, the key to the learning process here is, as she's showing me things and telling me what she sees, I kind of ask her questions to get her to think about things in a more deeper way, or to show me more of what she understands. At the same time, if she says something to me that maybe I don't think is correct, like when I ask her if the bomb is big or little, I'm thinking it's big because the little toy of the girl is small. But she's probably thinking in terms of herself when she says that it's little. So I don't correct her. I just go on and keep asking her questions, because in a 3-year-old's mind, we just want them to be willing to take risks and talk about the things that they see and how they feel. And then by that, maybe we can help them to grow in their understanding of things, but at the same time they're making sense of their own world, and it's not necessarily right or wrong, it's the way they look at things.
Oh. That's so good. Is that yellow? And does that mean yellow in Chinese? Hong Su? Yes. What are you playing with? What is that little thing?
It's a salt.
Oh. What can you do with that? Ow! Did that hurt? Huh? Did you pinch your finger? Did it hurt?
Yeah, Darwin.
Ah, I see.
Darwin.
That's so cool.
Toys.
Toys. Can you count your toys?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow, that's so good counting.
4?
Oh, 4. What is that piece? Do you know?
The loser.
Oh. Can you do you know how to put your train together?
Yeah.
Can you put your train together? Oh, very nice. So nice. You have so many fun toys. Wow. Can you count those? Oh, wow.
How many toys?
Let her go. Wow, I like your train. Do you like the train?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know what sound the train makes? Choo choo. Wow.
But what is bicycle?
Oh, yeah?
For the home teacher.
Oh, I see. That's really good. Wow.
How many those?
I don't know. How many are there? How many of those? How many of those?
1.
Can you touch each one when you count them? Can you touch each one when you count them? What do you think?
No.
No? You don't know? No? Like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you do that?
1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Good.
4, 5.
Wow. That was really good.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, R, the kite,
In this video, the students are using MABs to show numbers in ones and tens. This is designed to help them have a better understanding of how numbers go 0 to 9 and repeat themselves in the ones column and the tens columns. And you'll see some differentiation going on. The little girl from right there in the red shirt is from Malaysia, and she's still struggling with counting to 20. She can count to 20, but she gets the teens mixed up and doesn't recognize the numbers. And that's why you'll see that she's got a numbers chart right there, and I'm encouraging her to try and use her number charts to help her. I'm also helping her to understand that 12 ones is a 10 and 2 ones. If you notice the little boy next to her, he's rolled 4 dice, and then he first counts out whatever each number is in the ones, and then he's grouping them in groups of 10 so that he can go back and then count how many he has all together, thereby adding the 4 numbers together. I'd originally asked them to start with rolling 2 dice, and some of the more advanced students are picking cards with bigger double-digit numbers, and you'll see some of that later. But it's interesting about the little boy is the way he's making his own little design to make sure that he doesn't mess up his groups of 10. And then if you want to watch here at the end how excited he gets when he sees exactly how many he has left. Yay! Good job, Sharon. These two boys are a little more advanced, and they're rolling 6 or 7 dice, I don't know. And they're really good at their grouping. In fact, the next day they were drawing cards of big double-digit numbers and getting up into using some hundreds plates there that you see as well. The MABs would be considered more of a more modern, hands-on activity. I remember when I was a kid, we never did manipulatives like this. We would just learn to carry and then eventually learn to borrow. What research has found that some students, they can learn those algorithms, they can learn those rules, but maybe they don't have a full understanding of what they mean. So the MABs are designed to help with that. Also, as you watch these boys, you'll see they're not as organized with their groups as the last little boy that we saw and near the end, because they have so many numbers that they're doing at the same time. I think they get a little bit confused in which groups of 10 and which groups of 1s they haven't used. And then a little bit later you'll see some other students as well. Also, if you notice, a skill that they've learned is to count by 2s, and some of the students are better at counting by 2s than the others. But when we were doing this activity, I was encouraging the students to count by 2s because it's quicker than counting by 1s, which they have realized that. Also, it's a good real-life example or experience for them when they might use counting by 2s, and a good way for them to practice doing that as well. So how many 10s do you have altogether?
7. And finally before we did this, to show you, we added different numbers on the dice, and we ended up with 8.
So what numbers did you add together to get 70?
8, 6, 3, 5, 12, 10, 9, and 6.
Wow, very cool. Very cool. How are you guys coming over here on yours?
It's good. Okay, this is great.
There you go. Spread them out a little bit so it's easier. So how many do you have all together, Sarah?
25.
25. And what numbers did you add together?
10, 2 10s, and 1 5.
Yeah, but what were the numbers on the dice?
9 and 6 and 1 and 8.
Very cool.
Okay. My turn. 8.
How are you girls coming over here?
This last section is something we would consider more of hands-on learning for the future. I took my students on what we call an inquiry walk, and we went to the local park and they took pictures of different relationships that they saw, because that's what our unit is about. Then they took their pictures and they created movies. So right here at the end you'll see one of the student created movies about relationships that he used his pictures.
This is Mr. Scott and his motorcycle. It's a relationship to him because he rides it every day to school. Those are the guards guarding our school, and they take care of our school. This is a daddy and a baby. They love each other, and they're connected to each other because they love each other. And this is a dog relationship because they are together and playing. It was our inquiry walk when we took all those photos.